So Johns Hopkins just came out with its privilege list from their diversity, equity, inclusion person. Now, you've probably seen a lot of this lately. Elon Musk has been making a big deal about this, obviously. Nolan Bowerley is one of my mentors and the people I look to as well, and he made a great point. The DEI list is the die list. So if you go down this road, you die. And it's pretty obvious, pretty evident. And the most hilarious thing about all this list that John Hopkins put out, number one, this is the people. These are the people, before I tell you this, but this is the people that we were using their numbers for all the things that happened in 2020 and beyond. We were using their numbers. So just think about that. When you have something that's so egregious, you have to take into question everything else they say after that, right? If someone shows himself as a liar, then you have to start assuming that all the rest of the things they say are a lie. And you need to really start verifying, not so much trust anymore, but verify what they're saying. We should be doing that in all areas of life. But when someone shows their face, shows their color, shows who they are, you have to then start checking to see, okay, what else do they say that I might be missing here, that might be off? These people that are giving you your numbers, the medical issue that happened over the last 4 years, these are the people. Here we are, the diversity, equity, inclusion list, and naming whatever it was, owning people versus renters, the owning class, white people, males, go on and on and on. The privilege, right? The privilege. And number one, I think they're mistaking privilege for entitlement. Privilege for entitlement. So the other big thing, this is just hilarious, is those who are privileged, it's invisible to them. It says it's in there. It's invisible to them. They don't see it. When you're in that world, you just don't see it. You don't see it. So it's kind of like asymptomatic spread. Now that's my line there. It's kind of like asymptomatic spread. That's why I don't know I have it. I don't know I have it. So I'm white. I'm male. I grew up in a good family. I don't know I have it. I don't know I have it. So that's a problem. Asymptomatic spread. And this is a way, moral of the story, to corral people, to create fear, to group people, to label people, and to just create perpetual fear in the future. You know, the what if scenario. What if? What if? Well, you just have it. How can someone just tell me I have something? Then you can do whatever you want with me at that point, right? Well, it's asymptomatic spread. You have it probably. We just don't know. Well, a test? We don't know. We've never checked the actual test that we've run. They might be faulty, but you have it. You might have it. You probably have it. It's asymptomatic. So you don't even know. You could be carrying, you don't even know. I mean, what kind of clown world do we live in? Literally. And the only reason that I continue to come up with many of the things that are happening in this world, the only reasons I continue to see these moronic, stupid things happening, there's no other way to say it, are for two reasons. Two reasons. When they're coming and being peddled from the academic class, pop culture, media, whatever, politics, stupidity or an agenda behind those two things. And which is it? Which is it? I don't believe, though, that all these people are dumb people. I think there's a lot of smart people, a lot of high IQ people, right? They might not be street smart, a lot of them, but there's a lot of high IQ people. So I'm not the first person to think, you know what, that might be wrong. That might be, but the problem is when people speak out or want to speak out, they are corralled and fear-mongered into not doing anything. Just like when you remember when Trump's lawyers, a lot of people wouldn't represent him over the last 4 years because they were blackmailed, they were blackballed, they were gone after, and said if your career will be done if you this is a lawfare. They try to go after people, sue people, proactively do things to scare people into conforming. This is the world we are living in. This is a world if you don't understand evil, you will have a very hard time going forward. This might be the most important video I've ever done, quite honestly, because this is how the game is played. This is how the game is played. The blackmail system that is operating with the list, and the island, and the jets, and the things like that, and all these famous people. This blackmail apparatus, it's, there's part of it where there's just sick and demented people where they want to do bad things to other people. But a lot of it has to do with the blackmail apparatus and a blackmail operation so large, none of us can even comprehend what's going on. And this is why, since I was a child, since I was in high school, I would think, how are there not more good people standing up against these things? Well, it's not that there aren't good people that don't want to stand up. There's just good people that are too scared and so scared that they will lose their job. They will be blackballed. They will be tortured. They will be character assassinated. They'll be canceled. That's the problem. That's the problem. We've created this culture now where good people can't even stand up. They don't feel like they can stand up. And this is the point where we say again, we need to pick up our cross and lay down our lives. That's it. Truth will come out. Who will be the truth setters, the truth getters? Who will be the people that stand for the truth in the future and stand for our children and their children and their children and beyond. What will we choose to do? And this is as much a repetition for my brain to hear this from me as it is for you. I hope I'm strong enough to continue going down the path of truth. It's a dark path. It's a dark path. Johns Hopkins privilege list. And again, even if I was to take you at face value, privilege, no, it's entitlement. You're confusing it. Again, the stupidity. But it's either stupidity or an agenda. And I don't think these are stupid people. Just saying. Therefore, there's evil people in the world, guys. There are evil people in the world. One of the biggest things that I've been told many times over the years from family members, friends, is, I used to think you were crazy, Brandon, or I used to think this and that, but the last few years really kind of showed me that maybe you're not so crazy. And the big thing that everyone says is, I just didn't think there was that many evil people in the world. I just didn't think there was evil people in power that would do that to us. That's it. That's it. Once you understand that evil people are attracted to power in power positions, then the game starts to become very clear. Like we said many times, if you don't have your Marxist lenses on, then you're not going to understand what's happening. It's going to be very hard to understand what's happening. Put your Marxist prescription on, your Marxist glasses, your collectivist glasses, and then the world starts to become very clear. Please share us out. The algorithm hates truth. It's going to hate all these videos I'm doing in the last few days and this weekend. So I appreciate you. Please share it out because the algorithm hates truth. Please question everything with boldness, even the existence of God himself. Trust but verify. And this is not financial advice. It is freedom advice. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And remember, there are solutions to this. It's the money apparatus. At the end of the day, guys, the money apparatus has to be taken from these people, the European Central Bank, the Fed, the Treasury, all these people that think they run the money supply. They get to counterfeit it. We have to work for it and pay tax and interest on it. Absolute garbage. The money issuance goes back into our hands. Things start to heal. There is an answer. There is a light at the end of this tunnel, but it's up to us. It's up to us to educate and push that forward, push truth forward. We'll see you on the next one.